Hello and good morning. It's Friday. Yes,
Friday!
And happy weekend to all of you.
Yay!
And then, of course, happy World Press Freedom Day.
Yes, it's our day.
Yes, it is.
Who
Press
are we?
Freedom.
That's a sticker that you see on my car.
Really?
You don't have a press
Oh, no, you said who are we? Oh, okay, I get it. We are members of the Fourth Estate.
The Fourth Estate,
We are
exactly.
the journalists.
Let me give you an assignment. What is the Fourth Estate? I'm not talking about Magodo Estate. I'm not talking about Palm Grove Estate. I'm not talking about Dolphin Estate. I'm not talking about Parkview Estate. What is the Fourth Estate?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
that would be a term to describe us on a day when we get to celebrate our freedom,
Yes,
and to say we have something to do with environment this day.
Yes.
The theme for this year.
It's all about in the state of the climate is in focus today.
Exactly.
Of course, press freedom with this whole issue of going green, the whole issue of finding alternative sources for fuel.
Exactly.
It's really, really important that we focus on the planet this year.
We turn the light on that one, and considering that, you see, if we can move our, especially Nigeria here, our dependence on fuel, as it were, is something that we have to, gradually take, just move away from for a greener, better planet.
For a greener and better planet. But hey, for you to understand a little bit more about this, make sure you stay tuned. There is nothing like the power of the press. Winfrey, we've all experienced it over the past few weeks, especially on the roads, in traffic lights, or even at the filling station. When you remember
filling station?
Yes.
Yes, to give you them to
filling station. Trust me, Winfrey will give you more info on that.
Okay,
but
I'm excited to hear that.
like never before, you are invited to be part of our Friday Fiesta.
Yes, of course. We're not just celebrating the end of the work week, but also honoring the invaluable role of the press in our society, from breaking news to investigative journalism, to all other bits that we cover. We keep ourselves and you informed, empowered, and engaged, and that's what we do on Wake Up Nigeria.
Speaking of breaking news, now we have quite a breaking lineup of entertainment, inspiration, laughter, and so much more just for you. Get ready to dive in. There's going to be loads of fun, facts, fabulousness as we kick off this Friday frenzy.
My name is Mike Mesikeno.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. You can, of course, watch the show live on tvcentertainment.tv or indeed on YouTube. Just search for TVC Entertainment.
The app is available on iOS. That's the Apple Store. And, of course, the Google Play Store, where you can catch it anywhere you are around the world once you have internet connection.
GOTV channel 27, UHF channel 49, StarTimes channel 121 if you want to watch us from your screens, from anywhere. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And of course, your thoughts can be shared with us with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC across social media.
Okay, we'll kick off the show this morning as, the beautiful game. There's quite a lot yesterday. Tottenham lost to Chelsea, but just before that, we have movies to look at. And Mufasa, did you see that trailer?
Oh, I loved it.
We're going.
Yeah, it's Friday, guys.
It's Friday.
Yeah, first Friday of the month.
Yeah, the 3rd of May. It's Friday. Workers' Day. How was Workers' Day for you guys, by the way?
Workers' Day. What did I do on Workers? Oh, yeah, Workers' Day. I just went home after the show and took the kids for ice cream and pizza.
Oh, wow.
On Workers' Day.
Yeah.
For the kids, right?
How much work have they done?
They have done a lot of work.
Have they started washing plates?
We're all working. Well, they started sweeping.
Okay.
Washing. Just little,
little things.
Little things. I love how Elsie's such a big sister to Eliana.
Oh, that's nice.
Every time she shows that, side of her, that mature side of her. It makes me proud. It makes me gives me that reminder.
They're coming up,
like
Titi, who
I am doing well.
Like Titi, who has very expensive dishwashers.
See,
you've not seen Titi and
I'm saying that they cook rice now. In fact, they've got to the age where they do chicken now and all of that.
Sometimes I actually feel
they've gotten there.
Sometimes I feel bad. Sometimes I feel bad. They're doing so well. They're doing so well. But I'm like, did I drive them this hard? But I feel like, the results of it are showing now. Because when I started then, it was so hard to just make sure that they were washing their own dishes, tidying up after themselves and all that. It was really hard. But now it's like an autopilot at this point.
Yeah. I mean, like a few days ago, they had Pringles and then they sort of like scattered it over the floor. I said, who did this? Eliana. Oh yeah, go and get broom and packer. Start sweeping.
Oh, Benny, let's sit down there. Raise your leg.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, you need to teach those kids responsibility.
At this point.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's always nice to see them grow and how, of course, we learned. For me, though, growing up there, because I had, there were a lot of aunties and around, so we didn't really get into the kitchen, even though about food. Now, some people love to cook, but at times for some people like us, it can be cumbersome.
Yeah.
It takes quite a lot of time. But I never grew up, so then the guys used to enter the kitchen, so we'll do every other thing.
Wow.
Clean the house, you cut the grass, you do all of the stuff.
Yeah.
But the guys don't enter the kitchen. But I don't know how it is now. Maybe a lot of people, come on, cooking is a good skill to learn. Although it can be time consuming, depends on what you're going into. But yeah, it's good to see all of them learning stuff.
So I have one term for you, Mike, and it's called food prep. If you can do some food prep on the weekend, throughout the week,
can take your,
it takes you throughout the week.
I mean, that's what I do.
Yeah.
Every month I go to Mount 12, buy all the things I need, and then do the cooking.
The basics.
And then that takes me for the whole month and even parts of, into the new month. So,
All right.
I mean.
Okay, let's take a look at what the weather is like. The show is just getting on the road.
Hello and good morning. My name is Titilaya Oyinson, and it's time for a news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. Thanks for joining us. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has decided to settle out of the court the case between the agency and the bartender Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana Chief Priest, on the abuse of Naira at the Federal High Court, Ikoyi, Lagos, before Justice Kehinde Ogundare. The counsel to the defendant withdraws the notice of preliminary objection, which challenges the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. Olamide Adeyemi has more.
The EFCC arraigned Pascal Okechukwu on April 17th on a 3-count charge of allegedly spraying and tampering with Naira notes during a special event at a hotel in Lagos. He had pleaded not guilty to the charge and was granted bail in the sum of 10 million Naira. Justice Kehinde Ogundare had then adjourned the case until the 2nd of May for hearing of the preliminary objection and trial. Appearing before the court, the defense counsel, Chikaosolu Ojukwu SEN, informed the court that parties are exploring settlement and have applied that the matter be settled pursuant to the provisions of Section 14, Subsection 2 of the EFCC Act. Mrs. Bilikisi Buhari, appearing for the prosecution, confirmed the position as stated and told the court that the application is still being considered. Following the position, defense counsel then applied for a withdrawal of the preliminary objection, and since there was no objection from the prosecution, the court granted same. The court consequently adjourned the case until the 5th of June for report of settlement. In the charge, the defendant was said to have tampered with the funds in the denomination of 500 naira while dancing at a social event in Lagos. The offense contravenes the provisions of Section 21, Subsection 1 of the Central Bank Act, 2007. Counsel to the defendant, Chikaosolu Ojukwu SEN, said his client was in a reconciliatory spirit and then there was no need for further argument. Both parties are expected to appear in court on the 5th of June with the terms of their settlement. Olamide Adeyemi, TVC News, Lagos.
The Nigeria Labour Congress has stressed that it did not reject the salary increment by the federal government. The NLC clarified that the 25 and 35% increase in wages of civil servants is statutory and does not negate the ongoing negotiations for a new national minimum wage. The clarification became necessary due to some misguided reports by some sections of the media that the organized labor union is rejecting federal government's approval of 25 and 35% increase on some civil servants under consolidated salary structure. Hundreds of police officers in riot gear have cleared the pro-Palestinian encampment at the University of California in LA. The police moved in before dawn on Thursday after ordering more than 1,000 protesters to leave the area. The officers tore down makeshift barriers and set off flashbangs and flares as they dismantled the site, which was erected on campus the week before. More than 100 demonstrators were reportedly detained in the raid. Student-organized pro-Palestinian rallies and encampments, which began at Columbia University in New York City on 17th of April, have spread to more than 24 states and at least 6 other countries. Police assistance has been requested in many instances, and violence has erupted on some campuses. Total arrests across the country over the past fortnight has exceeded 1,000. President Joe Biden directly addressed the wave of protests in remarks from the White House on Thursday, urging participants to uphold the rule of law as they exercise their freedom of speech. Now it's a Friday right here on Wake Up Nigeria, and in the kitchen we have Chef Kafilat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so you've added a lot of color to our kitchen today, I have to say. Let me just move these things a little. I don't know if they can see how colorful it is yet, but I have to say thank you. Thank you for bringing all these ingredients to us today.
Thank you.
What are we making?
So we're making quick breakfast. Healthier options to food.
Okay.
Basically, so we're just making avocado toast with bagels,
Okay.
and then kale salads, kale chicken salad, and then we have fruit juice to go along with it.
Okay, one more time. Avocado
Bagel
toast.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first of all, avocado is the pear, the African pear, I
Yes.
guess, which is considered one of the healthiest fats you can
Yes.
find. We also have here a bagel.
Yeah.
Now, what is a bagel exactly? It's like a spicy bread.
Yes, it's the form of a bread, but we added a subtle twist to it.
Okay.
So we just added like seeds, healthier seeds options. So we have chia seeds, flax seeds,
Okay.
and all of those things just to bulk up the fiber.
So it's like a brown bread.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Just healthier options.
Has
to
this
white.
been sliced already?
Yes,
open?
it has been.
Okay.
Yes, it's
I didn't want
sliced
to.
open already.
All right. So that's how it looks on the inside.
Yes, that's how it looks
Fantastic.
on the inside.
All right.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting one. Instead of using normal bread, you're using a
Yes.
bagel to do
Yes.
this.
So the whole point is just have alternative options.
All
So
right.
regular quick meals. Because when we talk about like eating healthy, it's always like rice or something, or make it maybe so complicated.
Okay.
And almost everything on this table is sourced from Nigeria. So
Okay.
if we look closely, we actually have things to eat other than just rice.
All right. Fantastic.
Yeah.
We have here some greens.
Yeah.
We have broccoli. We have kale here.
Yes.
Now, kale is not a vegetable that you see on Nigerian, dining tables
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
But I've heard about it being used in a lot of juices and salads.
Yeah.
But what is so special about kale?
So it's very rich in fiber. It also stand the test of time in terms of like preservations and stuff if done properly.
Okay.
And it's just something you eat and enjoy and feel full, basically,
right.
on the go, because it's also easier for meal prep.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. Now, Chef Kafilat and I still have quite a bit to do, but at this point, we have to pass it over to Mike. He's on, or rather, who is on standby for the next segment.
Yes, I am. Welcome, guys. So we have with us on the couch the convener of the Nigerian Soup Fest, Andre Bassi. And, well, he's here to tell us about the upcoming events, which is happening on the 19th of May. Hello, how are you doing?
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I'm good. First off, the Nigerian Soup Fest. So we've had so many food festivals, right? We've had, don't want to mention names, but we've had quite a couple that, focus more on, our Nigerian foods, that sort of, also celebrates our food and our culture. And here you are, having one that focuses on our soups. We have quite an array of Nigerian soups, tasty daily cases from, you know, different ethnic groups. And talk to us about what inspired the Nigerian Soup Fest.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Nigeria. Thank you for your time. Now, Nigeria Soup Fest is what inspires it? It's a lot. Let me see if I can put it into one thing.
Okay.
We are focused on culture. We're focused on tradition. However, we decided to compress that into one bit, which is soups. So Nigeria really does have a variety, loads and loads of varieties of soups that we don't even talk about.
Yeah.
Because typically, if you go to any restaurant, you would see the regulars, which is
Egusi, okra,
you know.
ogbono.
But you know, some people do not even know what miyon kuka is. Some people do not
Sorry,
even know.
say that again?
Miyon kuka.
Mayon kuka.
Yeah, it's a northern delicacy. Yeah.
Oh.
Some people do not know what maybe black soup or groundnut
Yeah,
soup and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for us to be able to come together in unity first, whilst we taste each other's food. So that way we're interacting regardless of where we come from, whichever tribe. So I taste stuff from Zamfara, I taste stuff from Sokoto without necessarily having to travel that way.
So this is another avenue to promote diversity.
Exactly.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love
so the
it.
fusion is whilst you're at it, there's a stage that's performing the cultural dances and fashion whilst you're eating. So it's a good time to be a Nigerian if you come there.
Okay, so I would say it's a fest that also celebrates fashion because I mean, I feel like somewhere food and fashion goes well together.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, I would like to believe that Nigeria has some of the, in terms of our African clothing, in terms of, you know, exhibiting and showcasing our cultural, you know, traditional outfits. They're beautiful, they're colorful, and so are our dishes. You know, it has that taste, you know, that, taste and flavor, you know, that you're doing. Let's talk about the camaraderie that you're working with, you know, to put this fest together in terms of your chefs, in terms of the designers you're going to be having on display. Talk to us about some of them.
Okay, in terms of the chef, you know, we have contacted all 36 states.
Okay.
So the states are coming with their local chefs that know how to do this thing from, you know, the local way.
Okay.
So remember, we're displaying 111 pots of soup.
111.
That should be on world record, right?
It should be on the. I was just going to say that. It should be on the Guinness World Records. I mean, like a soupathon.
Yeah. So,
in one place. Nice.
in one place. So if you come into the arena, imagine that you're just overwhelmed with delicacies. Yeah. Whilst you're doing all that. So to answer your question, yes, the chefs are coming from different parts of Nigeria.
Yeah.
I haven't even met most of them. Most of them we've just spoken on the phone and they're really excited about it. So, but the fashion as well, I would like to reduce fashion to cultural attire. If I want to say, okay, reduction is a bit, you know, I would say it's cultural attire. Yeah. So like a situation where if you see someone from Ekiti, you can recognize them.
By how they're dressed.
By how they're dressed, yeah. So we're selling that to both Nigerians, young people, and also the rest of the world.
Okay.
So that's like the fusion, you know, we have in the event. So I'm not gonna say too much because I'm like expecting to see a lot myself. So many things I haven't seen before. So I'm waiting to see them myself on that day.
I mean, the thought of it is exciting.
Yeah.
And I'm more fascinated about the richness, you know, the richness in, you know, in our culture, in our food, in our fashion. Oh, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
Talk to us about where this is going to be happening and the dates.
Okay, 19th of May. 19th of May, just a few days away. 19th of May. Entry is absolutely free because we are working in conjunction with the Lagos State government and also the federal government of Nigeria through the Ministry of Culture, Arts and Creative Economy.
Beautiful.
So I'll use this opportunity to say thank you to the Honorable Minister, Honorable Hanatu, and also the Honorable Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Mrs. Toke Benson. They've been very, very helpful, and a lot of brands who are working with us as well. So it's going to be on the 19th of May. At the Fidelity Bank ground. On your way to Palms Shopping Mall, it's just to the left. You can't miss it. So it starts 11 a.m. all the way till 7 p.m. So it's loads of time to eat and come back and eat and come back and eat. So yeah, we're expecting Nigerians to come. Yeah.
Let's talk about collaboration a little bit, because that's been sort of a challenge for a couple of business or entrepreneurs, all around, with conveners, founders, startups. It's been sort of a challenge. How do you think that the industry, in terms of the food and fashion industry, is ready for that sort of collaboration? Because you're bringing stakeholders in these industries together. So do you think those industries are ready for, the sort of collaborations going forward?
Fortunately and unfortunately, we have a climb that really likes to see demonstration before brands align. So the first part is usually the difficult part. So when you're able to prove or demonstrate capacity, people always align with you. So in terms of collaboration, we have some brands who have collaborated us, even if we're the first time. They've seen the vision, they love it. It's not so easy collaborating, to be very honest. It's not so easy, but I would really appreciate the brands that have collaborated with us so far. And we still get more calls, some last-minute calls. Some people are calling from everywhere. Okay, what can we do together? So I think we're already showing the world that we have something that is really valuable to them. But then I'll still call on Nigerians in the fashion, in the food industry. It's not a competition. It's more of a collaboration, like you said. So it's best we come together. It's best we're able to align together to be able to market what we do. Now, there's a back end to all of this, because it's not just about coming to eat the food. We also understand the value chain of cooking. So the back end, somebody does livestock, somebody does planting of the vegetables or what have you.
Even processed packaged
exactly. So there's an opportunity for those in SMEs, beyond SMEs, to come in and also showcase, the components of cooking. So we have a couple of brands who are coming in to do that.
Especially in these times where the economy is not the local producers are not finding it funny with the economy, and it's sort of affecting their businesses in a not so good way. But I'm hoping that this would, sort of cheer them up and give them, it's not just promoting us here. It's also opening us to the world, giving us that recognition, celebrating our food, promoting our food, our culture, and our fashion. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I am looking forward to this event.
Oh, please, I'll look out for you.
Unfortunately, I'm traveling. So I really wish I could make it. I will be able to make it, but I know that everyone will be excited to be there. All right, guys, we have to go on a quick break. The show continues. Stay with us.
Welcome back. It's time for the second hour of our World Press Freedom Day special on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yep, it's been a wonderful hour on the show. We've had quite an interesting half so far. We took a look at some wonderful trailers, which I like quite a lot, from Mufasa. And then, of course, we had a discussion, had that one. We've taken a look at the kitchen, where something quite interesting is happening there. I love when I see all this bougie kind of stuff on
It's
table.
not bougie. These are organic vegetables.
They're bougie.
Yeah, the two ladies there didn't even realize we were talking about how bougie they are.
No, not them. It's the food that's the focus.
No, so yes, you know me, Mike. When it comes to food, I'm very unapologetic. So she actually is telling me now. She actually has two branches of her cafe.
Yeah,
wow.
Actually.
Three. Can you imagine?
Yes.
Yeah, and yesterday I was looking for a healthy place to stop over to eat. I'm definitely stopping over at her store, just so you know. But all our avocado toast, everything is coming together really nicely.
Looking good.
These are veggies you want to have not on a budget, because broccoli is not cheap.
It's actually quite affordable. It is. It's not as bad as you think.
Is it?
It's not as bad as you think. Trust me on that. Broccoli specifically, it's now a lot more readily available, and you can actually plant it in your own garden at home.
I grew up that way. We used to plant our water leaf. And then there's water leaf that we always had. So the water leaf that we eat, we used to, we cut it ourselves. So then we just cut it and then go. And then we also had, because we had pumpkin also, so there was the ugu leaf.
Wow.
So growing up, the compound was quite large. So we had a farm space. We did have a farm.
It's actually so easy getting those big paint buckets, putting soil in them and planting things.
Planting the
it's not as hard as you think. And we have such great weather here. Speaking of the
plant
weather.
anything at home?
Yeah, I plant a lot of things at home. Like I have ugu, everything at home. Yeah, I have all that. Yeah.
Great one.
We should talk about that a little bit more sometime soon. But hey, get ready for another amazing 40+ minutes of non-stop fun, inspiration, and empowerment.
Right, let's get straight into the highlights left for what we have this morning.
Yeah.
Of course, we have a musical performance coming right up.
There's some key elements that have to go in a song to make it a viral hit in Nigeria.
Yeah.
People have to really connect.
Connected.
Yeah.
I did. I connected. I heard the song somewhere, and then I immediately went to Shazam.
Yeah.
Shazam the song, got the song. I felt the song. I enjoyed the vibe.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the vibe.
What song? Let us know
this
now.
year.
This year
Yeah.
by Rotimi.
So I vibed. I really loved the song, and you know, it's that song that someone says that when it comes to motivation, when it comes to putting yourself and all of that, we do need a lot of it because as a country, as a person, I have seen the devastating effects of mental health imbalances. So wherever you can, push those
Affirmations,
vibes, give them to yourself.
Yeah.
I know MM has been very, very intentional about it. And I was talking to a friend, I was like, look, man, you have to be intentional about this thing. At the end, the only thing you have control over is your mind.
Yeah,
it's yourself.
mind,
You don't have any control over the circumstances, but you have the control over how you respond to them. Fortify your
I
mind.
agree with you, Mike, because that's why I say there's power in the songs that we listen to. And I would like to believe that for every song that you listen to, you should be able to, it should minister to you, should speak with you. And that is it with, other than this year, there's also Oriole Fair, Sha. That is on my top playlist every morning. I listen to that song because it reminds me of God's grace, of His mercies, and you know how we could always tap into them because they are available. It is available to us, you know. And like Mike said, I am big on affirmations. Like I don't even sleep on affirmations. I have an app. As much as I would meditate on those apps, even in traffic, as guys going with all the bad roads in Lagos, those affirmations, I will say them, you know, using
What's
those
the app?
insights.
Because I have a number of people.
Insights.
I will send it.
So just download Insights.
Yeah.
So it's a guided meditation apps. So there are varieties. There's thousands of people that can help you with meditating on, you know, on the app, you know, affirmations, all sorts. You're gonna love it, Mike.
And I would say to everybody here, this is quite important because even to people who, this is not even about religion or something. This is about a mind hack. What do I say? Let's say we do life hacks.
Yeah.
You know, find a way with what you have to make things easier for you. Your mind is a tool and you can program it in such a way to handle life situations. It might seem as though it might seem as though you are how do I put it, manipulating your mind, and that's a good thing. It's yours. So it's more like mind manipulation.
You control it.
Exactly, because look, man, it's a crazy world out there, man. I mean, you're thinking of fuel scarcity the other day. I saw the video of the shanties that were taken off under the bridge, you know, and then I heard that people are paying as high as
250,000 naira
for rent there.
Yeah.
And
tiny rooms, you know, under the bridge.
And then they had to clear it out and all of that. And I'm thinking about how, of course, homelessness is a situation all around the world.
Of course.
Even in the biggest cities in New York, there are homeless people. So it's something that you have to deal with when it comes to urbanization. But I would say that manipulation, mind hack.
Whatever you speak is also very, very important. So yes, you read these affirmations, you hear them, but also speaking them aloud also confirms that you agree with them. So it's actually important that you use your tongue to speak.
Like I say, there are forces in the air. So when you say them, they, you know, they work it out. They activate it.
You know what's going to happen now?
And then it works in your favor.
Because this is going on so long, we're going to start a church.
No.
Lamido Shofar will be our general overseer.
Wow, guys.
No, I would have given you finances, but I will handle it. I don't trust you with that. I will be financial secretary, I will be financial, I will be treasurer, and then we'll handle affirmation.
All we want
prophecies.
This church will do well.
I don't know what they're talking about, but all we are here for is to inspire you this weekend to be as positive as possible. But at this point, hopefully the weather is going to be treating you well this weekend. Let's find out. Thanks so much for joining us. It's time for another news update right here on Wake Up Nigeria. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has decided to settle out of the court the case between the agency and the bartender Pascal Okechukwu, popularly known as Cubana Chief Priest, on the abuse of Naira at the Federal High Court, Ikoyi, Lagos. Before Justice Kehinde Ogundare, the counsel to the defendant, withdraws the notice of preliminary objection, which challenges the jurisdiction of the court to hear the matter. Olamide Adeyemi has more.
The EFCC arraigned Pascal Okechukwu on April 17th on a 3-count charge of allegedly spraying and tampering with Naira notes during a special event at a hotel in Lagos. He had pleaded not guilty to the charge and was granted bail in the sum of 10 million naira. Justice Kehinde Ogundare had then adjourned the case until the 2nd of May for hearing of the preliminary objection and trial. Appearing before the court, the defense counsel Chikaosolu Ojukwu SEN informed the court that parties are exploring settlement and have applied that the matter be settled pursuant to the provisions of Section 14, Subsection 2 of the EFCC Act. Mrs. Bilikisi Buhari, appearing for the prosecution, confirmed the position as stated and told the court that the application is still being considered. Following the position, defense counsel then applied for a withdrawal of the preliminary objection, and since there was no objection from the prosecution, the court granted same. The court consequently adjourned the case until the 5th of June for report of settlement. In the charge, the defendant was said to have tampered with the funds in the denomination of 500 naira while dancing at a social event in Lagos. The offense contravenes the provisions of Section 21, Subsection 1 of the Central Bank Act, 2007. Counsel to the defendant, Chikaosolu Ojukwu SEN, said his client was in a reconciliatory spirit and then there was no need for further argument. Both parties are expected to appear in court on the 5th of June with the terms of their settlement. Olamide Adeyemi, TVC News, Lagos.
The Nigeria Labour Congress has stressed that it did not reject the salary increment by the federal government. The NLC clarified that 25% and 35% increase in wages of civil servants is statutory and does not negate the ongoing negotiations for a new national minimum wage. The clarification became necessary due to some misguided reports by some sections of the media that the organized labor union is rejecting federal government's approval of 25% and 35% increase on some civil servants under consolidated salary structure. Hundreds of police officers in riot gear have cleared the pro-Palestinian encampment at the University of California, Los Angeles. Police moved in before dawn on Thursday after ordering more than 1,000 protesters to leave the area. The officers tore down makeshift barriers and set off flashbangs and flares as they dismantled the site, which was erected on campus a week before. More than 100 demonstrators were reportedly detained in the raid. Student-organized pro-Palestinian rallies and encampments, which began at Columbia University in New York City on 17th of April, have spread to more than 24 states and at least 6 other countries. Police assistance has been requested in many instances, and violence has erupted on some campuses. Total arrests across the country over the past fortnight have now exceeded 1,000. President Joe Biden directly addressed the wave of protests in remarks from the White House on Thursday, urging participants to uphold the rule of law as they exercise their freedom of speech. At this point, it's time for us to wrap it up on the news, but there's still quite a bit more coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us. That was so interesting. intricacy of that artwork.
It was.
Wow.
The thought process.
I wonder how long it takes for him to put one of those, just one of those pieces together.
Even the concept of adding it together, it's a lot.
Yeah, well, from a cutlery artist to a culinary artist, we have Kafilat from Cafe
Fresco.
Cafe Fresco.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Welcome
thank
back
you.
to the kitchen. Wake Up Nigeria Kitchen is colorful today with a special avocado salad, right?
Toast and then the kale
avocado
salad. Yes.
and then a kale salad.
Yes.
Sorry, I mixed the two up. But we've been so eagerly looking forward to you building this sandwich. So we have a bagel here.
Yes,
So
we
let's
do.
start building. The
Okay.
ingredients we have as you build, I'll be telling them the ingredients.
Yes, so
we
avocado.
have the avocado itself, which is a ripe one. Yes?
Yeah.
A ripe avocado. Let me move this forward for you a little.
Thank you.
She's scooping that out there.
Out of it.
Some people decide to chop it or make pieces out of it, but you are.
Yeah, I
spooning.
prefer like the spooning just because we add like spices to just give it the Nigerian kick.
Okay, fantastic.
Yes.
We have some boiled eggs there. We have some shredded chicken here.
Yes.
But what happened to the chicken before now?
So just boil, add a couple of spices, pepper,
Okay.
also, and just pan fry and stir fry basically.
Okay,
Just
okay.
keep it simple.
So that's salt, pepper.
Yes.
Stock cube.
Yes, stock cube for
Stock
sure.
cube,
Just
okay.
a little actually.
Just a little. Okay.
Just a little.
Fantastic.
And pepper.
All right. So this dried pepper now is.
Yes.
It's not exactly cayenne pepper. It's
No. So the main point is just to have healthier options of food, but with
Okay.
something you can just find in your house. Like you don't have to always overthink it. Because I think when people think of avocado
Yeah.
toast, they're just like, what is oyinbo?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you can actually create stuff
Yeah.
in your house with minimal like
Ingredients. Yeah.
basically. So we're building the bagels now.
Okay.
All we just have to do is spread
All right. So
around.
while you're spreading, I'm going to go over
Yes.
some of the other ingredients. We have here with us some broccoli, we have carrots, some sliced tomato, and some sweet corn.
Yes.
We also
just a
have
little.
the almighty kale itself. And this is like the mother of all vegetables. Why? Nutrient rich, very easy to store, which is what you told me
Yes, so
earlier.
it takes, compared to your lettuce and
Yeah,
stuff, like
yeah.
it still stands
Okay.
the test of time. Because you also have to like consider the Nigerian
Okay. Storage
let's-
challenges. Storage
Yes.
challenges or preservation challenges.
Yes.
All right, so we've built this. Could you
Yeah.
open it one? No, just leave it right
Okay.
there. Open it one more time. You
Yeah.
have the boiled egg in there, the avocado, spiced
Yes.
avocado in there. And we're covering
Just to also just add a little bit
of
kick.
black pepper.
Yes, just to also
All right.
bulk up the spice.
So this is ground black pepper.
Yes, it is.
All right, so just to add some flavor to that.
Yes, just add some flavor.
Fantastic.
That's fine.
So we're gonna leave that like that. Just leave it open like that so people can see. But we're gonna start working on the kale now. I've been eagerly waiting to see what you do with this.
It's pretty much simple. Just to also add up the fiber. So we grilled some broccoli
Okay.
with just a pinch of salt and also like pepper. I like flavor regardless. So you know when people think of you're eating salads, you're just thinking like eating
Yeah.
green whatever.
Okay.
So I always just like to add extra little things
Okay.
just to also help with the flavor and
Alright.
taste.
So there's quite a bit of carrot still here on the chopping
Yes,
board.
I would add more.
I've been resisting chewing on this piece of carrot, but I will hold on. So yeah, we have there the kale,
Yep.
the broccoli, the carrots here, and the sweet corn have also
Yeah.
gone in,
Sweet corn has also gone in.
and the sliced tomato as well.
Yes, it has gone in.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic.
So for adding the chicken
So,
at this point.
all right. So when you're building your salads,
Yeah.
is there a sort of ratio you look at? Is it like ratio of protein to veggies, or is it based on color, or is it based on crunch? What is your ratio? Like?
So to me, it's mostly based on crunch and preference.
Okay.
So a couple of people would like certain things.
Okay.
And also depends on whatever like you're tracking your macros or if you just want to enjoy it.
Okay.
But for me, the perfect base is rich in protein,
Okay.
healthy fats, and fiber loaded. So once you have that unlocked.
Okay.
That's
so,
fine.
this salad cream here is a standard store-bought salad.
It's a standard store-bought
So
salad
you
cream.
know the question now is, do you count calories when you're buying this? Because I know you have other options for.
Yes, you
dressing.
can actually count calories depending on your serving size.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets to a point where you can just gauge what it is.
Okay.
That you need, and a couple of recipes are like reusable, so you can actually use the avocado and Greek yogurt if you don't want to buy the store-bought one.
Okay.
To create a ranch.
I'm trying to find the calorie count.
So that's
here.
always the issue.
It's right here.
Yes,
so
it's
for
right here.
each
1
serving
tablespoon.
serving size here, I have 556 calories.
Yes.
In one serving size, and that is just one tablespoon.
1 tablespoon.
And we have some people that just go all over the
Yeah, so
salad.
that's usually like all this came about with me trying to get like healthier options and a lifestyle change.
Yeah.
So, and I just started counting calories. My light bulb moment, I've been going to the gym, and like I've been in the gym for like a year or two, and my weight loss was just very like, I'm just like, what's happening? I'm not eating.
Okay.
But you realize you're not eating, but like the little things that you have as added on to your meals are actually like the actual problem.
So a good alternative to this would be this, which is Greek yogurt.
Yes.
Now, Greek yogurt is usually not sweetened.
Yeah.
It's I can't remember the difference now. I will go online to find out the exact difference between Greek yogurt and standard yogurt. But I know that it's not sweetened.
Yes.
And it's prepared in a way
in a different way, and it's also rich in probiotics and more protein. So that's basically why it's an healthier option. You also have to eat. Reasonably to an extent.
So this is not one serving size.
It can be.
Just in case
honestly can be.
We didn't say take this whole bowl and sit in front of your TV.
It honestly can be, yes.
Right. So there we have it. We've built a kale salad, extremely high in fiber, very colorful, protein rich, and prepared right here over the past 5 minutes. Amazing stuff. Thank you so much, Chef Kafilat, for showing this. We also have the bagel here, avocado and eggs in there with some spice as well.
Yes.
Hopefully you're making one at home as well. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. Show us what you've been up to in your kitchen, trying to put together your own salad maybe, and tag us, Wake Up Nigeria TVCE. At this point, we have to hand it over to the team on the couch, but it's because we have a special guest. We have to take this quick break. Stay with us.
It's beautiful.
It is. Depends on what you focus on in spite of all the extenuating circumstances, the darkness around. When you focus on the light or you focus on the beauty. Like we said during our chat here, you would see more beauty in life.
Yeah.
Rotimi Keys. Well, he's AKA Rotimi Akinfema, because Rotimi Keys is the one that we know even more. He's definitely one of Nigeria's most gifted music producers. He's a songwriter.
He's an arranger, multi-instrumentalist, sound engineer, sound designer, and consultant. His vision is to change the face of music in Nigeria and around the world. So Rotimi Keys has worked and produced with some of the best artists and top-notch biggest advertising campaigns in Nigeria and West Africa.
We go on like this,
I'm telling you, we will not stop, right? Because he is.
Thank you.
You are a powerhouse.
Thank you.
Rotimi.
Thank you.
You are conquering the music industry. You are conquering the Christian music industry. You are conquering the advertising space. And wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you guys for having me.
Let's see. Putting all of this stuff together, what goes on in your mind? Being this creative, putting melody, because before even people think about the lyrics of the song, it's what they hear. The melody makes you move first. Before you start thinking about, okay, what does this song offer me lyrically? So you are all the first step in that thing. What goes on in your mind while creating a piece of music or anything someone can move to?
If I can paint what goes on in my head, it will be a very saturated piece of colors.
I'm telling you, just try. Just give us a little bit.
Okay, so from my childhood, I'd always been someone who was very interested in how music was put together, even before I knew what a studio was. When I listened to music as a child, because growing up, my father played a lot of music in the house, I used to be very fascinated with
how did this thing come together? How did the elements, the drums, the bass, the keys, even as a 5-year-old, I remember that I would sit in front of the turntable and I would wonder, how did all this, so those were the things that, put me in when I started listening to music. I wasn't listening to music at first to enjoy it. I was listening to music to analyze it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay, so this comes in here. I noticed that the drummer did something here, the keyboardist played something here. Okay, that's what all makes this music come together so beautifully. So I guess it's that seed that has always been there. So it was just...
Parents, did they encourage that seed?
Oh, yeah.
Did they see it? How did they know
How did they
that it was
respond
there?
to it?
Well, I guess they just gave me the enabling environment. They didn't stop me. My father is not a musician. My mother spent some time in the choir, but that's it. But I picked up this sort of by myself. It was just something I latched onto.
Let's talk about, this year has been your year, literally. I mean, before this year we didn't know Rotimi case, but here you are on 2 hit singles. One of the, this year, Oriel Fesh Osha is the 2 top 5 gospel songs, on all playlists. That's because I've been on many of these playlists and I see them there. You're doing so well. Talk to us about, at what point did you decide in your journey to be, on the big screen?
Okay, well, I will say practically the stepping in front of the mic has happened majorly in the last 1 year, thereabout, so it was something that was meant to happen. It was always going to happen. It was just a matter of time. So Life is Beautiful, for example, that you just played, was released in 2020. I'd written it 5 years before.
Wow.
It was just
5 years before 2020.
It was just sitting on my hard drive, so, but I guess it wasn't time. So I'm a believer in the fact that once it's time, you will know in your spirit. Things will come together to make that happen, right? Before now, I was not a fan of my own voice.
Ah, really?
Well, till now, I'm still not a fan of my own voice.
Oh,
but
okay.
There's that thing of...
Are you serious?
Yes, when you're
Wow.
in relationship, when you feel like, I can always do better, that's one
I'm a
trait.
fan of my voice. People don't even like how I sing.
That's a character trait of somebody who wants to excel, because you're not satisfied with
What it is.
with what it is at the moment. And that's why, talking about this, that means it was 2015 you did that. That means there's some stuff you have now that they're not.
Oh, you don't want to know the half of it. You don't know the half of it. I have a hard drive.
You see, because I've had some close interactions with someone like Frank Edwards, and I know that for people who sing and make instruments, you can bring a catalog of 100 songs that has not released, and that's how they are. That's how they are.
It is what it is.
That's how they are.
Yeah.
But this year, that particular song.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that song.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how we came together. How did you put that song?
Oh, wow.
What was going through your mind?
Okay,
What was the
so
pressure behind it?
most of the songs that I write, and I'm saying write this way because I hear them first. Okay, so I don't go sitting down to say, I want to write a hit. No. Usually I'm on a run. Usually I get out of bed and I start hearing it immediately. That's what happened with this year. From the day, this is so unlike me, but from the first day I woke up and I started hearing, me get this here in my head, to the day it was released, was 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
What day was it released exactly?
It was released the last Friday in January this year.
Friday in January this year. Okay.
So picture that 2 weeks before then the song did not exist.
Wow.
So, and immediately I started hearing it. I knew this had to go immediately. So the song I was supposed to release next, I had to pause it. And then I just called my team into the studio, guys, we have to start recording today. So between when we started recording, called, my background singers, called some of the musicians, shipped it for mixing and mastering, was 2 weeks.
You know what? Something I heard it. I heard somebody put up a reel, and then it was just in the background. I was like, what's this song? And then of course Shazam.
Yeah.
And this was what came out. Yeah.
Right.
Let's
vibe to it, man. I don't know what I should give me. My guys to do this one.
Wow.
Let's vibe to that song. Let's vibe to that song.
My God is with me, I'm a testimony. Now me guess this year.
Higher I go, bigger I get. It's my turn, no.
Now me guess this year.
Higher I go, bigger I get. It's my time, no. Lift your hands and say amen. Amen. My hands are blessed, amen.
Wonderful.
It's how you were able to infuse the lyrics of that song with the amapiano bits,
Yeah.
with, you know, the urban bits. It's in
amazing.
sync so perfectly. I mean, wonderfully well
Thank
done.
you.
Let's talk about the music, the Christian music industry for a little bit, because I mean, we've seen a revolution take place. Now, a lot of gospel music artists, even though you won't classify as a, you wouldn't categorize yourself as a gospel music artist, you categorize yourself as a Christian music artist. But there's been a revolution that has happened. We see a lot of gospel singers come together in a room, sort of intentionally, you know, driving that message of community, of worship, worshipers.
Yes.
Right, you know, spreading the gospel and ministering. And you have also done that with Oriel Felsha video, and I saw that. Talk to us about what is going on in that, you know, with this Christian space, with the Christian music space, and what we should expect to see, you know, as we get along. Because you're a music producer and a host of other, you know, things when it comes to music. So, you know, what should we expect, you know, with that change that's happening?
Okay, so the face of music is changing. It's not just in the Christian music, it's
all over the
everywhere.
world,
Afrobeats has come to stay now. All of a sudden, it's now a genre that's being respected all over the world.
Yeah.
It's that same time that this whole Christian music thing is. So what you now have is, you now have a lot of people who are now boldly taking that message from the four walls of the church out into the open. So we now have music that is not just meant for the four walls of that, you know, the church. It works there, but then when you put it outside, it also works. It's not just music that, oh, it's in the church, and then when it comes outside, it's no longer relevant. So it works there, and then it works outside. And what's happening is that more and more people are beginning to come into their own. They're beginning to recognize that, okay, I am more than this box. As a Christian, your Christianity is who you are. It's not so much of what you do. Actually, what you do comes from who you are. So every expression of yourself is from who you know yourself to be. How you recognize God in your life, what you know He's put on the inside of you, all the talents. So you now find a lot more people coming out to express themselves boldly. And for me, this is just the foundation. It's going to get bigger. This is going to get
Rotimi,
bigger.
This is so amazing. Thank you for all you do. I wish we had more time.
I'm telling you.
We'll spend a long time talking
because I want to
this.
rip into that mind of yours.
Yeah, you will. But we've got breakfast for you, if you
Yeah.
don't mind. We have something here for you. While we vibe to this here, let's get to see. Oh, and the smoothies already.
Rotimi is here. Oh, wow. Welcome to the kitchen. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Chef Kafila has put together something extremely healthy and colorful. Now, you want to tell us one more time? What
I'm
this is?
in. Mike is in awe.
Tell
So
us.
the bagels, avocado toast with boiled eggs.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So bagel, avocado toast with egg. I'm going to bring this one over to you to have a taste.
Interesting.
We also have a kale chicken
Yes,
salad, right?
kale chicken salad.
Which one do you want to try?
The funny thing is, these are the things I eat.
All right, fantastic. So please,
I'd like you to try.
you want to taste? You want to
have a
taste?
fork or
anyone?
something.
Okay, yeah,
Please.
okay, you can.
This is,
All
I mean,
right. So which one? So the
oh,
bagel.
definitely this.
Okay, the
Definitely
bagel.
this.
Aha.
My breakfast is filled with protein, you know,
right.
Oh, nice.
eggs,
We
avocado.
can see.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
can-
not easy to.
It shows. It shows.
We can see.
All right. All right.
It feels like home.
So that's the actual essence of
This is
it.
amazing.
Yes. and
Let's
we have
touch on the juices.
Yes.
What are in these?
So this is pineapple and ginger. This is watermelon and beetroot. And this is celery, apple, and cucumber.
All right. Which one will you be taking?
It feels like my wife and I are going to put a call to you.
I'm available.
Which one? All right. While he's making that decision, we want to just dance out today, this Friday, because it is our year, right?
Yes.
Yay. Amen. 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 Amen.
I flourish this year.
Amen. Amen.
Lift your hands and say amen.
Amen. Hey, love it. All right then.
See you next time. It's been a wonderful show.
Yes,
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.